Hello guys, welcome to Open Techno. Today on the channel we have the review of the ZIKEDRIVE Z666. What is this product? You might be asking yourselves. Well, this product is basically a case for a hard drive. A case in which we can insert an SSD, a non-volatile memory express, or an MDOS. Basically, a hard drive like the ones we usually install inside our computer. And if we want to take it out, take full advantage of the speed to edit videos, for example, or photos, or transfer files as quickly as possible. So we put it in this little box, and after all, with a USB, we connect it to our computer. These are the hard drives that go inside our computer and give us so much speed. But hey, we have them more accessible here. If you want to know about the ZIKEDRIVE Z666, watch this video. Before I leave you with the unboxing, I should mention that the ZIKEDRIVE is this device that comes with it. It's made of aluminum and has dimensions of about 11 centimeters wide, about 6.6 centimeters high, and 1.8 centimeters thick. Also, let me mention that it comes protected with this hard plastic case. I removed it immediately after arrival. I'm unsure if it's meant to stay on. No, that wouldn't dissipate the heat from inside, which is the aluminum's purpose. Also, I didn't like it one bit, so I removed it immediately after it arrived. On the other hand, just to let you know, we have two USB cables. One that's integrated with the hard drive itself so we can carry it with us at all times, and another that's 50 centimeters long. That one will be on the outside so we can connect it a little farther from the computer. Here's the unboxing of the ZIKEDRIVE Z666. As you can see, it's a simple product without many components. The unboxing. It comes in a pretty well-designed box, it's very easy to take out, and it comes with a little cable to connect it via USB-C or Thunderbolt, in a slightly more detailed way. And you'll see that when we lift up the drive, we'll also find something here in this part. An always removable cable so we can carry it with the hard drive at all times. In this case, it will be a bit shorter, but we'll gain the portability of always being able to carry it with the hard drive itself. As you'll see, we can take the hard drive out of the plastic protector case it comes with, which is right here. And once the case is removed, which can be done at any time, we'll be left with the hard drive enclosure, this device right here. See how little space it takes up? It's about the size of my palm, right? It's much bigger, it's quite portable, and it comes with this whole metal structure. I suppose it's aluminum, because it's pretty lightweight, and at the same time, it allows the hard drive's heat to dissipate. It will be housed in this part right here, and there's not much more to it. On this other side, it has the USB port that we're going to connect to the computer, and that's it. So what we're going to do is put the SSD in here and test how it works and what speeds we can achieve. For this test, we're going to use a Crucial SSD, which has 500 gigabytes and allows transfers of up to 4,700 megabytes per second. You can see that these hard drives are tiny, they take up almost no space at all, they're super thin, and here we're going to store 500 gigabytes. To install it, we just have to insert the pins in the way it allows us to, because it has a notch that doesn't let you do it the other way around. And as you can see at the bottom, the hard drive itself comes with this little rubber piece here, which will hold the hard drive in place without the need for any screws. As you can see, the installation is super easy and you don't need a screwdriver or any kind of tool. Finally, we remove this strip here, which is what's going to allow us to dissipate the heat from the SSD much better with this material. And now we would install the protective cover like this. It's super simple. It would now be closed and perfectly ready to use. For me, this device is really cool, very minimalist. As you can see, it takes up about the size of a palm of my hand. But let's see, what is this ZIKEDRIVE Z for? 666. As I told you before, it's a box in which we're going to insert an SSD, an NVMe, which is a hard drive that, after all, works at a very high speed, is placed inside. We only have one slot, so we can only insert one hard drive at a time. And it's very interesting because we don't need any kind of tool to install it once the hard drive is inserted. The cool thing is that we're going to connect it using this USB-C port that we have right here. So we would have the same hard drive that we could have inside a computer, but externally working at a very high speed because it's compatible with Thunderbolt 4, Thunderbolt 3, USB 4 and all the previous standards. Because this device can be connected to a computer, a console, a mobile phone, a tablet, an iPad, any type of device, even for example to a professional camera that needs to record on hard drives. That's one of the uses we can give to this removable hard drive, and it would be really great because hey, we can carry several hard drives, record on one, take it out, put in another, and that's it. We just buy the hard drives. But not all the packaging, since we would already have it with this ZIKEDRIVE. We have a connection of 40 gigabits per second in the best case scenario. As you'll see, I managed to achieve it with a MacBook Pro. And this would give us a read speed of 3,811 megabytes per second and a write speed of 3,199 megabytes per second. As you'll see, we did a test on the computer and we got pretty close. However, I'm going to tell you about some other features, such as, for example, it supports 4 types of hard drives that basically differ in size. I'm going to read it to you. Would they be SSDs? 2280, 2260, 2242, and 2230. As I told you, it's compatible with any type of device. It has a super portable design that we can carry in a backpack, in our pocket like a phone, or even in the typical laptop case, so that at all times we have that extra storage available. But without going on any further, let's take a quick look at how it works, its maximum transfer speeds, and how it performs in video editing. To test the performance of this ZIKEDRIVE Z666, we'll use the included cable. In a portable way here, always with the hard drive, so that's it. I'll connect it to a compatible Thunderbolt port on my computer. In a moment, you'll see it recognize the device. Here we can access it now. For the moment, it's empty. Now we'll do some performance tests with it, and the first thing we're going to run, since it's empty, is a speed test for hard drives. So we're going to select it and set it to write 5 gigabytes of data sequentially. And here you can see some data after a few tests. It's giving us write speeds. 2,700 megabytes per second write speed and around 3,000 megabytes per second read speed, which is enough for us to edit videos in RAW, in ProRes 4, 22 high quality in H, 265 in practically all resolutions. Let's see. And here, the limitation is in the hard drive itself. There are very expensive hard drives that would allow us to increase these read and write speeds. In my particular case, one of the things I'm going to use this hard drive for is mainly video editing and copying a lot of very large videos. For example, here I have this project of the Mercedes-Benz Aufrecht, Melcher and Grossaspach Sport Leicht 63, which, as you will see, takes up about 117 gigabytes. So let's see how long it takes to copy it to a hard drive. As you can see, from the Mac to a hard drive, it's going to take less than a minute. Well, it's copying at an incredible speed. However, this same project, copying it from the SSD, where I usually store my data, took about 12 minutes, 12 times faster than a traditional hard drive. While it finishes copying, this directory contains small video clips, such as from the drone. Are there any photos in it? Then it also has heavier videos from the ZV-1, which is the main camera I usually record with. Anyway, it's pretty varied content. And finally, just to see that the hard drive really works well. What we're going to do is edit this video I have here, for example, from the Sport Leicht in 4K. It's a video that's originally in a flat color profile, so it's going to require quite a bit of color correction. Let's also grab a shot. Let's put it up here, for example. Here we have another take. Let's put it on top as well, along with some other shots. I'm opening the hood. Let's put some shots of the Mercedes hood at the end. And now, well, let's do a very basic edit. First, we apply a lookup table to recover the video's original color. Then we'll experiment with the video copies. Let's lower the shadows a little to give it a bit more contrast. Well, even here, for example, we should give it a little more. And well, this really wouldn't be a good color correction, but it's just so you can see that it will allow several color corrections at the same time. We're also going to add another look now to give it a more cinematic style. For example, this one we have here, we lower the intensity quite a bit just to give it that look, something more cinematic. The system can always play back. I'll remove the video scopes for you to see it. Bigger, at all times it's able to play back. These changes we've made in real time and without any trouble at all. The hard drive moves it very, very smoothly. Let's add, for example, some transitions. And as you can see, it processes them perfectly in real time. So the hard drive is giving a super good performance for But in 4K we have a video of about 45 seconds, we're just going to export it, just so you can see how it performs when exporting it. To H.264 we export it right to the desktop. And well, the rendering time, as you can see, is just amazing. It's much faster than just playing back the video itself. Say, I'm used to editing videos with SSD drives, and honestly, this is literally a whole different world. It couldn't be any other way. Let's go to these videos recorded with the drone, which are in 4K and take up quite a lot of space for how short they are. And as you can see, it moves and plays them in real time with an ease that's amazing. Any of them, it opens instantly and plays instantly without any kind of problem. Honestly, I've never seen a hard drive go this fast before. And now that we've seen this ZIKEDRIVE ZX166, all that's left is to talk about its price and make some conclusions. Its price is around 100 euros. And you may have seen on Amazon or other websites that there are devices that apparently do the same thing for a much lower price. Okay, however, let me tell you that this is something I have researched a lot. And there are many devices, of course, that are cheaper, but they won't give us the best performance. It's very common for similar devices to be limited to 10 gigabits per second and not offer us the full maximum performance of the drive we have inside. However, if we want it for recording with a professional camera or for editing videos, you'll probably want to have the maximum available speed and go for a more professional device. The improved heat dissipation will enhance performance and prevent unexpected issues. As I said, the price today is around 100 euros on the original website, but if we find a cheaper price, we'll leave it for you below in the description. That said, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments. If you liked the video, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!